It started back in 1989, a year before I was born. My dad and my two uncles used to be real bad, and they used to party and they used to do drugs. And they started going to church in Melbourne, Florida, and they met a man there named Ted Travers. And Ted told them that he felt like he was being led by God to teach them how to chainsaw carve. So he taught them, and I watched for 19 years. And in December the 5th of 2009, I left my house with a trash bag full of clothes, a $20 bill, and a pack of cigarettes. And I moved to an abandoned flea market in Columbus, Georgia. And I slept there for a week and a half until finally I got a hold of a chainsaw. And then 2 weeks after that, I carved a bear that sold for $125. And since then, I quit smoking cigarettes and I gave my life to Jesus. Once I carved my first couple pieces, I was like, hey, I want to be one of the best chainsaw carvers in the world. My gift is just really a vivid imagination, and chainsaw carving is the way that I don't know, use my gift, if you would. Carving is a crazy life, man, and it's definitely crazy in the beginning. And I was not homeless, but kind of. I just traveled all the time, so I didn't need a house. Without me being young and single and kidless and having absolutely no responsibilities, I don't think that I would have been able to come anywhere close to where I am now. I wouldn't have been able to study, and a wife and daughter totally changed everything. We got married on the side of Keuka Lake. I knew that I had to leave that summer. If I knew that if I left New York without her, that I would never come back. Nothing else was tying me to New York. I don't have anybody there, and if I left Courtney there, then I was going to leave without her my whole life. And I said to myself, I don't want to live my whole life without this girl. We became homeless ultimately, and we were together. I had this white F-350. There was enough room for us to kind of sleep inside of the cab, but it sucks sleeping in a truck. That summer, we were kind of lost. We didn't really have a direction to go. There was nowhere to go. I don't know, somehow we made it, and we didn't die. And ultimately I think that it was definitely God that looked out for us, man, because otherwise we would have been totally screwed. And it was when we got pregnant. I just thought, hey, we can't go to Florida this winter because I don't want to have my wife and baby in a tent, and I just felt kind of like, all right, well, time to grow up and fast.
Yeah, with Chris being self-employed, I've been able to stay home and not have to worry financially about working, so I can just play with the baby and raise her and do what I've always wanted to do.
My daughter's name is Evelyn. She was born July 17th of last year, so that's 2018.
I always have my hands full, and I used to be able to be out there with him finishing carvings or setting things up and taking them down for him, lifting heavy stuff, and now, if she cries, I have to go tend to her. All of the phone calls and emails, anything online, Chris won't touch the phone for business because he's terrible at online stuff. So I update the website, reach out to fairs, run contracts, get deposits, follow up with people when their orders are done. It's been crazy. Stuff comes up. It's never what you expect, but it's been awesome. We get out on our own and, think, I don't know, that I can keep the house without God's help. And then I try to do it on my own, and I'm not relying on him at all, and I'm stressed, and I can't do anything, and then I'm like, there's a verse in the Bible that says to seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of these things will be added unto you. And so when I really do put that into practice, it's it gets so much easier.
I've heard it referred to as top button love. You button the top button first, and the top button is God. If you get first things first, and in the Bible it says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you.